Once upon a time, there was a lovely little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She had this name because her grandma gave her a little red hood, and she wore it every day. Her grandmother loved her very much. One day, her mother said to her,
Little Red Riding Hood?
"Yes, Mom."
Please take this basket of vegetables to your grandmother. Be careful on the way and do not leave the path.
"Don't worry, Mom. I'll be careful,"
Okay.
said Little Red Riding Hood to her mother and set out on the way to her grandmother's. Her grandmother lived in a village on the other side of the wood. As Little Red Riding Hood entered the wood, a wolf met her. She had never seen a wolf before, so she didn't know they were dangerous.
Good day, Little Red Riding Hood. My name is Wolf. Nice to meet you.
"Nice to meet you, Wolf."
Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood?
"I'm going to my grandmother's house."
Where does she live?
She lived in the village on the other side of the wood. Over there is the first house in the village.
The wolf walked next to Little Red Riding Hood and then said,
Look at those pretty flowers. Why don't you pick some for your grandmother?
Little Red Riding Hood looked and saw all the pretty flowers. She ran off the path and started picking a bunch of flowers for her grandmother. Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to grandmother's house and knocked on the door.
Who's there?
Little Red Riding Hood, I have some food for you. Please open the door.
Grandmother opened the door. The wolf quickly jumped in and pushed grandmother into the closet.
Help! Please let me out!
Be quiet and stay in the closet.
The wolf put on grandmother's dress and got into grandmother's bed. After Little Red Riding Hood had picked a big bunch of flowers, she finally arrived at grandmother's house. She saw the open door and called out,
Good morning!
There was no answer. She slowly went into the bedroom and saw her grandmother lying in bed, looking very strange.
Grandmother, what big ears you have!
All the better to hear you with, my child.
Oh, but grandmother, what big eyes you have!
All the better to see you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large hands you have!
All the better to hug you with.
Oh, but grandmother, what terrible mouth you have!
All the better to eat you with.
The wolf jumped out of bed and wanted to eat Little Red Riding Hood. She shouted loudly and tried to run away. When Little Red Riding Hood was crying, a hunter passed by and asked,
Why are you crying? There's wolf in my grandmother's house.
The hunter rushed to Grandma's house and found a wolf that was about to chase Little Red Riding Hood.
Go away, wolf!
When the hunter was about to shoot the wolf ran away and the hunter chased him. Finally, the wolf stumbled. The hunter immediately shot the wolf using a gun. When the wolf died, Little Red Riding Hood met her grandmother and lived happily ever after.